This exercise might really help you if you have a functional leg length discrepancy or any sort of pelvic deviation. All right, so we're gonna extend the left leg at the hip joint. Let's try to not change the curvature of our lower back, so kind of keep the abs, lower abdomen retracted. What we want to be really mindful of is we want to keep our hips at the same level. So when you're extending that leg, don't extend too much over here so you don't overly lift that left side hip. So keep them at the same level. And here's the deal. Now we want to do that thoracic rotation right here while keeping the hips at the same level, and keep this at the minimum. Less is more, definitely. More rotation, and even more, and even more. So now it's getting overly extended, and it's really difficult for her to keep the hip at the same level without like dipping it down. So come back down and try the opposite side now. And it's really gonna get into that posterior oblique sling contraction, shortening the connection between the glute medius and the latissimus dorsi on the opposite side. Good job. Not overly extending the lower back. A lot of thoracic rotation, actually. And what's going to be really difficult for most of you is going to be breathing, right? So when your lower abdomen's retracted, pulled in, you got to make sure you're breathing in your chest, expanding your rib cage. Let's do one more here. The glutes are activated, the hamstrings are activated, and make sure you go into that rotation slowly. You can keep your head down, you can keep your eyesight down so you don't overextend your neck, and you can feel the abs working, stretching out. You can feel the ribs rotating against the hips and the pelvis. Let's do one more here. No, not overly extending the lower body, trying to rotate the thoracic. Good job. Exercises like these help out with the proprioceptive side of things, because most of the time when we have sort of changes in our posture, we're not completely aware of them. So an exercise like this might really like connect your brain to your pelvis, connect your brain to your rib cage, and kind of figure out how to connect the two. So I'd recommend you using a mirror or a phone and kind of figure out how well you're able to rotate your ribs against your pelvis. Because if you're not able to, that's most likely going to cause you a lot of problems going forward. I'll see you in other videos.